Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. Another Road to Number 1 video. Today, we are starting at 1832 ELO, which is going to be a nice 156th in the world and 15th in the US. Let's get in some ELO today. We're going to be queuing for all three modes, and I'll see you guys when I find my first opponent here. Alright, we found a game here against La Isla Bonita, 1744. In NMPZ, we're going to start off in... no idea. Looks like Europe, right? I think with the stick fence. I was a bit concerned. My first thought was like Colombia, but I don't think these trees really fit for Colombia, so... I'm like thinking maybe northern Spain, maybe Belgium, maybe France. I think if we want to hedge for everything, we should just go France here. Although the fence really fits most for maybe northern Spain for me, like somewhere in Basque Country. But the hills aren't super big, it's more like rolling hills. I mean, not the easiest location. I think I'm just gonna click label France and hope we're okay here. And yeah, I mean, nothing to really do, I'd say. And hopefully we're on the right continent here, I guess, is probably the main thing. Yeah, it is northern Spain, actually, but it does end up being, like, Santiago de Compostela area. But we'll take the points. I mean, that's fine. Round two, we played it as safe as possible. Looks like we're in Bolivia here, I think. Yeah, non-stripy signpost on that one. And I probably will go around Sucre Potosi area. I'm not sure exactly which one, so we're probably going to click in no coverage and just hedge. Yeah, it ends up being the road going southeast out of Sucre on the Sucre Gray POI. But that's going to be 3 points back our way. And we'll hop into round three now. In Sri Lanka, pretty clear one. I mean, we have the front of the car, with the French flag colors, and I mean, looks decently north here, so I'll be clicking here. It's a little bit more southeast of my plonk. Couldn't see this mountain, but we will pick up 54 points south for that. Got our opponent into the yellow, and we'll hop in around four. In first thought here is Nova Scotia. Double yellow line certainly checks out. Trees definitely feel more like the eastern area in Canada, so I think Nova Scotia is quite reasonable. Do I just want to click middle here? Probably. I know there's a decent amount of Gen 4 on Cape Breton now, a decent amount of Gen 4 near Halifax. I'm a bit concerned about south, but I'm also concerned about Quebec. I think that's probably the other option, in my opinion, but yeah, it does end up being southern Nova Scotia there. We do lose some points a little bit in the right province, but fortunately, our opponent is slightly geographically closer there. We'll move in around five. In what looks like Thailand here, driving left. Looks like this truck is driving towards us. We do have a Thai pole as well. Region guess-wise, pretty tough. Just looks like dry season. I'm probably just going to click middle of the, the flat part here. I think this is quite reasonable to hedge for all of this stuff. Yeah, let's just see where it is. Does end up being Chanthaburi there. A little bit more southeast, 98 points. Yeah, I prefer a bit more harder rounds here. Hopping around 6 in what looks like Bolivia again, I think. I don't think it's Arge. I think it's more Santa Cruz de la Sierra here. What lines up? We're going slightly southwest, maybe something here. I don't know if this is a dirt road or not, but we'll just drop it there. It's all the way up here. This white road seemingly has coverage, it appears. 86 points. Hopping around 7, 2.5 now. Let's see what we got. In Thailand, first thought, I think pretty big mountains here. Kind of reminds me of the mountains that you get in this Khao Sok National Park, although they are to the east here. So, I mean, you can get a lot of decently sized mountains here. I think Surat Thani seems like a decent hedge, so I'll probably just pop that. And it was slightly more south there in Nakhon Si Thammarat, and we're looking at this ridge here. But yeah, 225 points. Let's hop in around 8 triple damage. Kind of just multi-building rounds, which isn't great for me. Especially when you hop into this round. Is it Kyrgyzstan? I think. I don't think it's Mongolia, right? Yeah, I hope it's not Mongolia here. Okay, it's all the way down. I was like, never really seen that road. But I guess the south of Naren Road certainly makes some sense with the angle there, around 9, 3.5. Southern US somewhere, looking like Georgia or Florida maybe. I think I'm going to click North Florida here and hedge Tallahassee area. Definitely seems quite south, quite sandy looking. I think Carolinas are also a possibility. Maybe I just hedge here and we hedge for the Carolinas somewhat. I think I lean more East Coast than it being like Louisiana or something like that. So I think we're going to employ this hedge and let's see where our opponent goes here. It does end up being Southern Georgia, so we are barely not in the right state, but 738 points coming our way. We're moving around 10 quad damage. In South Australia, I think, as for where... we're going exactly north-south on this road. I mean, there's a lot of places in South Australia that's going to do that. I mean, I'm a bit concerned about something out here. Yeah, I mean, there are areas near Seduna that do work as well. But I think if we're being safe, I should probably just plop it on one of these north-south roads here. And hope for the best. Hopefully it's not east of Adelaide and our opponent doesn't make a good region guess here. But yeah, it could be Seduna, of course, but probably just hedging our best bets here. Does end up being a little bit more east, but we have the right kind of area there. 876 points. So we have our opponent into a very low HP, but we're on 4.5x damage on NMPZ, so really anything could happen here, and we do end up in Australia once again, I think. Looks kind of like this stuff near Baduri. I think makes the most sense to me. It does end up being actually just this road, which makes sense, the birds will track. But yeah, just kind of hedging for everything there. Kind of a weird angle for there, so didn't really consider it, but it certainly makes sense. Round 12 in Norway. And I don't think you can go very far north here. I think with the pretty high amount of trees growth that we have. So I'll probably just be clicking like near Oslo here. Doesn't seem too fjordy as well, so I think Oslo is quite a reasonable hedge. Although we are on 5x damage, so it is a little bit scary, of course, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta make guesses where you think it is. And that's just how the game works. And is that gonna be enough points? It is. So, glad we were able to slowly whittle our opponent down. I was very scared of making a pretty large blunder there, but pretty clean game overall, I think. I think this is the only round which really gave me a lot of trouble. But it makes sense to be Galicia there. Yeah. I usually expect a little bit bigger hills, but I guess these rolling hills definitely do make sense. Everything definitely makes a lot of sense there. But yeah, played pretty well overall. Not really missing the country. It was kind of just a very, very slow game. But yeah, all right, let's queue up for another one here. I will see you guys when I find my next opponent. All right, we get Ziga here, 1693 on moving, actually, which I was not expecting. We start off in, it says Yekaterinburg there, and something else, Perm, I think. So yeah, we're somewhere along this road. I would have said that we're here probably anyway. Are we just downtown Yeka then? What's our village here? Something. This, I think. How does this line up then? We're like... how does this make sense? We're here, I guess? Drew Zinino. Okay. Good find. It says Drew Zinino. Alright, we'll take it. And our opponent gets the 5k as well. And pretty inconsequential round. I mean, you have a big sign for Yekaterinburg and Perm. It's probably just going to be nothing. A whole nothing burger as we happen around 2 in my home state of Hawaii. And I guess we will hop into small cam here and take a little look-see around. For some info, Kilauea Plantation Center. Okay, so the Kilauea Mountain is on the Big Island. I wouldn't have said that this is the Big Island. I would have said this is probably Konglung Historic Market Square. It's because we're on the Kilauea Road, which makes sense. I mean, I thought it was Kauai initially. So, does that work? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Is it bad that I don't know where this is, or... Not seeing a Kilauea Street here. Well... It does say Sushi Girl Kauai, yeah. Okay, I mean, that's what I thought. I can't find the 5K, though. Where is the Kilauea Road here? By how? Kihei, I might be trolling. Maybe I should just be sending here? But... Okay, well, I mean, they found it before me, which is quite tough for me, isn't it? Where is this? I don't know. Where does it make sense with the mountains? Oh, Kilauea. Oh, I'm actually trolling. I forgot that was a place, guys. Hey, it happens. Listen, we still got the 5K. I mean, like, how big can I troll there? Pretty big, it appears, in my own state. My own home state. But it's all good, round 3. In what looks like Yucatan. I think I'm just gonna send this one in because, like, dude, there's no way you're finding info on this one. You're gonna have to move for quite a long ways. It looks like Kyuru the most, so I've hedged mostly for Kyuru. You know, it could be a one-off Yucatan Peninsula for show. I know Ziga probably plays both, or all 3 modes, but yeah, it does end up being very good Kyuru guess. So we'll take that. We'll move into round 4. In Italy, maybe was certainly, yeah. First thought is probably Tuscany here. I'm gonna try to move and find something. It could be like Elba, maybe, was like my other thought. Or Sardinia. It definitely feels islandy. I would say it's probably not Tuscany anymore. Doesn't say anything on there. Doesn't say anything on there. I mean, I guess it still could be Tuscany, but I doubt it. Let's try to move this way, of course, towards where I think there would be info. I mean, a lot of resorts and stuff. And this isn't good because I haven't found anything yet. I think I'm just gonna go around Rome. Maybe near Naples. It does end up being Elba. I mean, I should have. I probably should have just sent there because, like, that was my thought. But it's tough. Round 5. Brazil here. Probably not great for me, I'd say. We do have a big river to the west here. Okay. Do we have supports on these poles? Para, looks like. Iguape. Miri? I don't know where that is. Igarape Miri is here. But we're like here then, probably? I'd have to say. Nothing here lines up except for this, I guess. So, send that. I mean, we're slightly off the 5K. We should be here, but still good. Hopefully. I mean, could be points. We'll see. We'll see. Nice. We'll take that. That's big. Is a good 5K. That's going to be 2380 in a big country like Brazil. Moving around 6, double damage. In Malaysia, we do have a blue sign here, so I'll probably go towards that. And it says, is M Malacca? I think so. We got Jasin, which is here to the south, and then Tangkak, J1. So, like, we're somewhere here? Oh, no, we're up here. I tried to switch at the last moment, but yeah. I did see the J123 coming down. But it's only going to be 120 points, but every point counts. Around 7, 2.5x damage in South Korea. And initial thought is Busan here. 5-3 is probably Seoul, right? Or is that 1? I'm actually not sure. We got 0-1, which maybe 5 is a mobile, and then 0-1 probably Busan then. City Hall 63. Is there a 63 road coming out of Busan? I mean, that would help if there was. I don't see one. Maybe 0-1 is just Seoul then. Like, is that crazy? Bro, I wish I should probably, like, Korean area codes are so easy to learn, aren't they? I should probably just learn them. And there's a pretty big hill there to the north. I don't know. Like, we shouldn't lose too many points here, even if we go the wrong city, but it's probably Seoul now that I look at it. Yeah, we got mountains on both sides. I think I'm just gonna click Seoul. Oh, it's Daegu there. Okay, maybe 0-1's mobile or something. I've trolled. Alright, well, that's actually a good amount of points, around 8 triple damage. Maybe I should have just insta-sent, like, I don't know. Okay, Thailand here, do I move for info? I know phone codes, and that's about it. Can't read anything. Bodsa, Adsam C, no idea. 043, which should be somewhere here. I forget where exactly, but I know the 4s are here, 5s are here, 3s are around here, so I think I'm going to trust it being somewhere in the middle here, I think, because it goes from like 4-1 to 4-5, but I forget in which direction. So either direction, I feel like it should just be in the middle, hopefully. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, it's good points. 1821, we'll move into round 9. 3.5 damage. Glad we found a phone code. And we'll hop into Germany here. Gastinger, Thuringer, Hof. Okay. What does this say? Thuringer? I don't know where Thuringer is, unfortunately. It's probably huge. They're skiing here, though. Probably look at this sign. 73. 73 is here. Luschingen. Where is that? Not seeing that one. Oh, Thuringer is here, okay. I don't know, like Schul, I guess. Okay, close enough. Didn't know the national park, but we'll take 35 points for it, I guess. Round 10 quad damage. There is a chance to G's the Bob. I will say that, especially in Ecuador. Can't read the taxi plate, unfortunately, there. But our opponent might go, which, if we get the wrong city here, it can be quite bad. For us. I can't read it. You would think there would be a place name, maybe, on one of these areas. Oh. I think right now we probably will just be hedging, but we kind of need to find info here. Probably would be wise. Nothing. Okay. Try to go back to the square then. La Laguna. Let's go this way. I'm in. Yeah, we are in the truck coverage, which is interesting. But it's only very brief. And I don't know, I'm a bit scared that we can lose here. If I click Ambato, we can't lose. But we will lose a lot of points. Okay, Latacunga it does end up being. Luckily, it ends up being quite middle, so we only lose 364. Yeah, we get quite fortunate there. It's not like Ibarra or something, but we move it around 11. In Kenya... Okay, Kenya moving is okay, because if you find a P.O. box, can be okay. So we're really just looking for a P.O. box sign. Maybe there's something on here. No, that's just a... just something. Roma Cafe, car wash. Malemba? Probably not the place. Definitely looks lake adjacent, Lake Victoria adjacent, I would probably have to say right now. Okay, maybe we don't go east, maybe we go west instead. Okay, yeah, maybe a better decision. There appears to be a good amount of buildings here. Can I read that sign? I cannot, unfortunately. That's not good, I'd probably have to say. Okay, we do have a sign for Luanda E. Never heard of Stankisa or Luanda. Luanda's here. E30. I think we just send this right somewhere here. I'd have to assume. I don't know. We could be a bit further out here. Stankisa. I'm not seeing that one. But like Luanda's here. Probably look for the E road, but is it really worth it? Not really. I mean, we're on the road, so totally fine. 104 there. Round 12, 5x damage. Praying for no Russia, really. Praying for no Russia. Alright. Looks like Sweden, I'd say, on this one. So you probably just go this way then. We're going south and then west. Looks like we obviously want to go towards a road. Obviously, that's pretty obvious, but... Okay, let's go north then. Might be Finland, to be honest. I actually don't know. Should probably just check to make sure. Okay, we are on a main road here, and it is Finland. We do have a sign for the 66. Okay, how do the road numbers work again? Where is the 66? 66 is here. Contola? Okay, what does the sign say here? Yeah, sevens. Where are the sevens? Sevens are here. I think I'm just gonna send something around here. I don't see Kilinkosi, but if they haven't found info, then could be okay. But the sevens are around here-ish, so should be somewhat close here. All right, and that's gonna be it. Was a bit more south, but we do get the win there. Very nice. I'll take the moving win. We'll queue for one more, I think, here. Pick up 9 rating for it. And yeah, hopping back into queue. I'll see you guys when I find my next opponent. All right. A very long queue. And we are playing a 1482 in Lando here. I mean, hopefully... yeah, hopefully, you know... nothing unfortunate happens and we don't lose this game, but we'll see. Looks like Denmark to start off, I think. Pretty northern looking stuff. And does remind me of a lot of this coastal stuff up here. I'm thinking of sending like something up here, potentially. It's a very specific guess, but something that maybe could work. Yeah, let's just go for it. Okay, it does end up being kind of a weird angle here, but yeah, probably a findable road. But we'll take the points. We'll move into round 2. In Cambodia, it looks like. Driving right. Motorbike's clearly on the right here. Cambo pole. Yeah, it would probably just be clicking somewhere in the middle here. Doesn't look like... Could be Phnom Penh adjacent, of course, because it is quite flat. Does end up being this road here. And we'll lose about 80 points. Let's hop into round 3. In a little bit of Boxcar, India. Looks like we do have the window, I think, on there. So we'll be running a little bit of Punjab. I think you can see the window here, which is a pretty good Punjab meta. Let's see if it's correct. I mean, hopefully I'm not misseeing it, but yeah, it does end up being Punjab there. We will pick up 702, and we'll hop in around 4. In a little bit of Mongolia with a weird stitching. Don't know this one. Is it this road? Maybe was my first thought. I don't know about the stitching, but stitching is a little bit weird. This angle maybe work. Try it. There's some angles here. Maybe that work. Okay, yeah, we're on the pretty much the 5K, which is very nice. We'll pick up 1630 for that. And we'll hop in around 5. Very good quality road there, which is what pointed me towards that area. And this looks like Romania with the outer dashes, I think. So I probably will just be going here. We'll be clicking Sibiu. And yeah, you can see the slight outer dashes here. I think the guardrail makes sense. And this little ditch reminds me of Romania. So yeah, we'll be sending that. And it is Romania, but a bit more northwest. Our opponent making a nice guess in Romania as well. 33 points. Hopping around 6, double damage. In Ghana here, it looks quite north. Not seeing any palm trees. Let's take our time to line up a road here. Southwest, it is a paved road, but we're on a curve. I mean, it could be this one. This one is paved. That goes up to Wa, I do believe. Yeah, I'm not quite sure on this one. I think probably just run something like this, like south of Tuna, I guess. I don't know. It could be Tamale as well. I'm not very good at North Ghana roads, unfortunately, but yeah, we'll try our best. Might as well just line something up and hope for the best on this one. We'll see where it is. I think maybe that curve is more likely. That's a bit more south, yeah. Because, yeah, we were past the curve already. So maybe a silly bit guessed there by me, but that's fine. Round 7, 2.5. In... I am pretty sure it's the US or Canada, but good luck, Charlie, on this one. My goodness. This is not the round that I wanted to get on 2.5x damage, to be completely honest with you. I think like a Pennsylvania hedge is quite reasonable. But I'm a bit concerned that I could lose here. Yeah, I think I'm going for a Pennsylvania hedge. And just hoping our opponent doesn't 5k this one. And, you know, it could be Canada, and maybe they're a very good Canadian knower. So, a bit concerned about that as well. And we will take probably a 30 elo drop if we are wrong, but we are closer, and it is going to be New York, and that is going to be game. So, a little bit of a scary one there. I think we played pretty decently. We only get 3 rating for it, which is a bit tough. But yeah, we played pretty well here. Punjab lining up this road here. Yeah, quite happy with how I played overall. And I guess that's going to end off the episode. 2 NMPZ games, 1 moving game, which was a load of fun. 136th in the world and 14th in the US. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, of course. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another GeoGuessr video. Peace.